Okay, it's Luxury Fred, and it's a big day for me because I am out here at Lamborghini Rancho Mirage, which is part of the indiGO Auto Group, the premier luxury and sports car dealer out here in the Coachella Valley, outside of Palm Springs, part of Palm Springs. And I am here with the general manager of the dealership, Jason Camisa.
Hi, Freddie. Thank you.
And Jason is going to show me around this amazing Lamborghini, which even has the Italian flag colors on the side of it.
Naturally, of course.
So tell me about what we are looking at here.
Of course. So the car we have here is a all-new 2019 Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spyder. So the Performante is a track-focused Huracan, and it's a limited run vehicle. So the last of the cars were built in Spyder form, which is a convertible. The vehicle that we have here is finished in an ad personam paint color, described as Lamborghini being called Grigio Telesto. Very Italian. It has no metallic in the paint, and it's something that you have to specially order through Lamborghini, so we're proud.
Typically, a car like this, how many cars would be sold in the U.S.?
Something of this caliber sold in the U.S. would be in the hundreds.
In the hundreds?
Yeah. A few features of the vehicle that kind of set it apart from the other Lamborghinis in their stable would be the ALA system. And ALA is the active Lamborghini aerodynamics. So this aerodynamic system was developed and put together to give the vehicle the most downforce and the least amount of drag possible to achieve the fastest times around a race circuit. They were able to do this at the Nürburgring with the Performante Coupe, and it took the lead in being the fastest production car on the Nürburgring. So the Spyder version is essentially the same, it just doesn't have a top.
And is this part of a Lamborghini race series or anything like that? Like, I know some of the manufacturers sell cars that are part of race series that they sponsor.
Lamborghini does have a race series with the Performante, and the car is called an Evolution. That is indicative of being a Huracan, but the Performante is a street car.
I see. And I noticed this is this something that you add on there, or what's the
ALA? That is the active Lamborghini aero system.
I see.
So you have the front air splitters and the rear spoiler. There's actually venting on the bottom of the spoiler, so when air travels through the intake, it flows through this hollow Lamborghini spoiler, which pushes air down and pulls the vehicle down, creating downforce, holding it to the ground. They all work in conjunction, the front, the rear, and the side, to create that package of performance and aerodynamics.
And on a car like this that we're seeing here, what are some of the options other than the wheels, or a lot of the things I'm seeing optional that are chosen by a customer?
Sure. So on a Performante, they come very well equipped as it relates to what's standard. This vehicle in particular, as you had mentioned, has the bronze wheels. We also had finished the vehicle in the ad personam special edition paint. In the interior of the vehicle, it's done in a Alcantara design. This is the Y-shaped design on the seats in orange. There's a few different interior choices. We also have the forged composite and the interior trim outlay.
And that's this material here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the steering wheel is also finished in Alcantara with the contrast stitching.
Okay. And this is a limited edition, so it comes as is, but most people that buy a Huracan order customize it themselves and pick the paint?
Yeah, if clients want to sit down and commission their own vehicle, they tend to want to add the exact paint and options that they've always maybe dreamt about. Lamborghini tends to be a brand that most of us had on our wall as kids, so
yes.
When sitting down to commission a car, we try to make it as personable as we can. We have a commissioning room that's dedicated to building cars with customers, so we can come up with the design that they've always been looking for.
And music's a little loud, but I wanted to show you, this is the Lamborghini Design Studio. So if you're gonna buy a Lamborghini, this is where you can come and you can choose the wheels. You can choose the interior leather and the interior fabrics. And of course you can choose the paint colors as well. You can see the matte finish and the gloss finish. Amazing. And these are other Lamborghini accessories again that you can add. Blacked out exhaust tips and things like that. Again, other ways to customize your car to make it yours.
If you like, I can put the top down.
Sure. Yeah.
It requires me to start the vehicle. Is that okay?
Yes.
Not too bad, huh?
And this is a stock exhaust that I'm hearing.
This is a stock exhaust system, yeah. So the muffler does have exhaust valves that'll open and close depending on the driving mode that you've selected.
Right.
Or what RPM the vehicle's at.
Okay. So let's take a look now. Let's take a look at the inside.
Sure. Push it? Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So again, the idea behind the Performante is to be a light or track street vehicle of the Huracan. The way that they finish the interior is relatively minimalistic, so you'll see things such as Alcantara, which is designed to reflect the sun away from the driver's eyes, going over hill crests and things of that nature. They also had redesigned the electronic gauge pattern for the Corsa mode to be more of a race car type tachometer. And the switches are all really kind of designed to look something similar you'd see out of an airplane.
Right.
So they're one-hit switches. They'll operate the windows on either side, the front nose lift of the vehicle, which is one convenient thing that makes this definitely a street car. You're able to turn your traction control off, your hazard lights. This is for the parking sensors, so you can turn that on or off. You have your air conditioning controls here, which are relatively basic, easy to use. And then your main system here for your navigation, radio, Bluetooth.
Which seems very usable. You know, seems very basic and to the point.
So if you put the car back into Strata mode, it'll quiet the vehicle. And you'll see here on the right side, you can adjust the way you want your screens to be viewed. Right now you're on Sirius. If you wanted to go to navigation mode, you hit nav, it'll go right to the driver.
So it changes the info that's displayed kind of right in there.
It's all designed to be centered around the driver.
Right.
So whatever that looks like, if you want to go to menu, you have a number of things you can choose from here. You can use your toggle to choose what it is you're looking for.
Right.
Of course, your start and stop button, which wouldn't be complete without a candy apple red cover. And
then this is your gear selector.
Yeah, you can pull back to reverse, put it into park. If you're in an automatic mode, you can press M for manual. If you're in a manual mode, you can press M to go back to automatic. Your parking brake. This is for the roof. And this is a center window here. You can adjust down or up. So if you and I have the top up, we can still push this down. We can still hear the engine. So even if it's raining, you're still going to get that sound of a Performante coming through like the top was down.
That's what you're paying for.
That's right.
And then this is that special...
That's your chopped carbon fiber, yeah.
Chopped carbon fiber, okay.
sure your parking brake's off. It looks off to me. Just go ahead and click one of the paddles. Puts you into first gear of automatic and strata mode,
Okay.
which is a standard normal driving mode.
Okay.
Would you like to start there?
Yes,
You ready to go?
I am. So this is the culmination of a dream as an auto writer and as someone that had, of course, the Countach poster on his wall as a kid.